Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel APM Guide. In this video, we are going to discuss about the what is APM. In this one, we discuss the introduction part, key features of APM, and how APM works, benefits of using APM, and limitations of APM here. Okay, the first one is the introduction. Okay, see, APM is a open source cross-platform mobile application automation tool. Okay, this is an open source and cross-platform mobile application tool. Okay, that simplifies the testing process of mobile application. Okay, so here it says cross-platform mobile application automation tool means we can able to use this APM for different platforms like iOS and Android, and it is completely open source. Okay, and APM is widely used for automating the native application, hybrid application, and mobile web application on both an Android and iOS. Means we can able to use this APM for automating the native application. Okay, like our calculator, okay, contracts, okay, and hybrid applications. So we have the concept of native and both web, okay, in the hybrid and mobile web applications like that Amazon.com, Flipkart.com, okay. So that type of web applications. So and we can able to use this test these applications that is a native hybrid mobile on both Android and iOS platform. Okay, that's why it's so that it's say as cross-platform mobile application automation tool. Okay, and what are the key features of this APM? Okay, that is the cross-platform capabilities. Okay, and open source support multiple programming languages. No app modifications. Works on real device and emulator. Okay, so first of all, we see what exactly the cross-platform capability. Okay, see APM provides a unified platform framework for automating mobile applications, making it compatible with Android, iOS, and even with the Windows mobile platforms. Okay, that is the cross-platform compatibility. In simple, we say that we can able to work with the Android, iOS, and Windows mobile platforms. Okay, that is a cross-platform capability. And next is the open source. So open source is APM is freely available to the developer community. That is our testers, automation testers, and with regular updates means we don't need of any licensing part, so it is open source. Okay, it's a free of cost and support multiple programming languages means, see, as of now APM supports various programming languages, that is the Java, Python, Ruby, and JavaScript. So what are the language supports is APM? It is the Java, Python, Ruby, and JavaScript. Okay. And next one is the no app modifications. So what exactly mean by? See, APM does not require any modification to the source code of the mobile application being tested. Okay. See, what happens? Suppose we have created a general code, that is the cross-platform script we written, means it will work both on Android and iOS. So there is no modification needed. So you can test it in both Android and iOS. That is the example that I provide, say that we have the W3C mobile gestures API. So if we create that one, right? Oh, sorry, mobile WCC actions API. Okay, if using that mobile actions API, we can able to use the same code for iOS and Android. Okay, that is known as the no app modification. So you can use the same code for iOS and Android platforms. Okay, and it can be, so APM can be used on real device and emulators. Okay, and Now, next one is the how APM works. See, APM operates on the HTTP server written in the node.js. Okay, so the client communicates with the APM server via REST API, which is handled by the mobile JSON wire protocol. The process involves the session creation and command execution. So what happened? So in brief, I will explain what exactly the APM. It is known as APM architecture. Okay. So we are sending the request from the client to the server as a JSON wide protocol. From server, it will see, okay, from which driver I had to use. Okay, it says, see, APM the distinguish between the iOS and Android platform. Okay, based upon the platform name we are using here and which driver it has to invoke. Okay, so it will send the request to the particular using this driver. It create a session ID and it communicate with the end user. That is the a emulator or a real device. Okay, and then a session creation will happen. Okay, based upon the session ID, all the communication will be handled here. Okay, that is a session creation is the client initiate a session by sending a request to the server with the session related information called desired capability. Okay, based upon desired capabilities, APN can distinguish between the understand difference between the iOS and Android platform and launch a session on a target device or emulator. Means, as I told, whenever you start a script from the client, okay, that is I am using in my case as a take it as a Eclipse. Okay, I am using a Java client. So I am and I have provided all the capability here. From the capabilities, it will go to the by using WTC mobile protocol, it will go to the APM server. So based upon these capabilities, APM can identify. So which drivers it has to launch, okay, iOS or Android platform and launch a session on a target device. Means it create a session between the client and the mobile device. Okay, and next one is the command execution. So for Android devices, ABM uses the UI Automator API to interact with the UI elements of the application under test. Okay. For iOS device, APM uses the APM native XUI test API. Means, see, when the session is created, so we are sending some commands from the client to the end device, the target devices. So it happens and APM uses the UI automated to API to interact with the UI elements of the application test. Okay, and for in the case of iOS, it uses the Apple's native XCUIT test API. Okay, so these three APIs used for one for Android and one for the iOS. Okay, and now we'll come by the benefits of using API. Okay, so benefits of using APM. It is a cost efficiency. Okay, as APM is a open source tool, means APM eliminates the need of costly licensing fee. Okay, so it is open source, so no need of any licensing part. And next is the consistency. See, APMs ensures that the application functionality consistently works around the various platform and devices. Okay, and automation across the mobile development life cycle. What it mean by? See, APM supports the automation at different stages of mobile development life cycle, from unit test to end-to-end testing. Okay, and simplify testing means with its support multiple languages, APM simplify the testing process. Okay, and next is the enhanced collaboration. Okay, APM's open source nature promises the knowledge sharing among the mobile application testers and developers. Okay, and next part is the limitations of APM. So the first limitation is the slower execution. So why it is slower execution? See, as you know, the APM architecture is a multi-level architecture. Means I am sending a request from the client to the server. From server, it will identify the platform and it's sent to the based upon driver, it's sent to the end user. So what happened? The APM test will be slow compared to native testing platform due to the communication layer involved. As I told, it's multi-level architecture. It takes time to communicate with the client to server. That's why the execution is slow here. Okay, that is one of the limitations. Next is a device compatibility. So what is device compatibility? See, APM's compatibility with certain Android device and iOS version will be challenging. See, sometimes what happens when you are working with some version of the Android device and iOS devices, there will be some challenges here. Especially we have seen these challenges with the Android 10. Okay, that is one of the limitation here. And automation challenges. That is the automatic tasks that require interacting with the device hardware features will be difficult. Okay, so we have to interact with the some hardware features of the devices. That is a challenge here. And limited support for non-mobile application. Okay, this is the last limitation. That is a limited support for the non-mobile applications. That is the APM is primarily designed for the mobile apps, making it more complex to automate the interaction with the non-mobile apps. Okay, so these are the four limitations of the APM. Okay, and this is all about the what exactly APM is. Okay, if you like this video, please click on like button, subscribe my channel. Thank you. Bye.